Hey guys, my name is Crazy Penguin, and I have a really interesting gameplay for you here. I'm going to sit here and ramble on and about this actual gameplay rather than other things, which is new to me, so bear with me. If you haven't read the title already, it says Double MOAB, which is really freaking awesome. I've never even considered the possibility of getting a double MOAB. I was in this game with a few friends, not a full party, and I started doing well. Like, now wait a second, this could turn into something amazing. And after about 12 kills or so, I'm like, you know what? We're not in any danger of losing. You know, we're constantly pushing them around the map. Spawns are flipping, which I generally dislike. And haha, assisted suicide. I generally hate it when we spin in circles around the map, but I guess I've come to the point where I understand the spawns enough, and these guys couldn't react quickly enough that I see here I'm still playing reckless. I just did it fairly well, and I had a lot of fun. So I guess I'm gonna kind of go through the thought process of some of the plays and stuff here, like that right there. I wanted to shoot the guy that didn't have the grenade in his hand, and Sit Rep Pro allowed me to kind of choose my target there. But you know, I get lucky as well. You know, that other guy kind of came around. I had already put a bullet or two into him by mistake, and I got to finish him off even though I was bright red and almost dead. There's a lot of luck that goes into getting a MOAB, especially a double MOAB. And because I'm playing on PC, generally, it's a lot easier to die. I own a 360 for those of you who don't know. I have played on both systems, and I'm very active within the community. And if you disagree, I'm sorry. I guess it's just a difference of opinion, but I feel that it is definitely a lot more difficult to do well on the PC, and it's much easier to die. It's a much faster paced game, and you know, generally people, they've used a computer before. It makes sense that they understand how to point and click and get some form of results with it. The difference in playing, I mean, okay, snapping the target and bouncing between them and understanding, you know, how long you need to stay on target, etc. That comes with training, but the whole idea of point and click isn't, you know, revolutionary by any means. And I don't know, I guess I kind of feel that PC's a bit more difficult when it comes to actual tactics in game, like understanding the spawns like I'm doing here, or you know, things like domination capture spots. This one where I'm at right now isn't all that exposed. I can guard myself pretty well, etc., etc. That kind of stuff really comes into effect, and I hope to kind of give you a better understanding of how to play well in here. Right now they're trapped in B, and they're trying hard to push out. This car's already blown up, so I can use it for cover, but I need to be careful because from inside they can see my head. This guy, he won't quite peek, and I make the mistake of shooting without getting a hit marker, so now I have to play aggressively, which could have been dangerous if maybe there was one more, or if that guy was paying attention, if he had realized I shot the bullets, or, you know, that guy right there, he ran through C before his teammates capped it. I had no idea it was there, but because I, you know, ADS around most corners, I was able to survive. Or right there, I got lucky and, you know, Blast Shield Pro saved me, whereas one of my teammates behind me, Nikolai, he died. It was hilarious. He was behind me. But generally, you know, there's a lot of skill involved and a lot of luck involved. It's like right there, I never knife. It doesn't work for me. And then I picked up the grenade, which I knew would take a while to explode, but generally I book it from them. You know, you see a grenade icon, you turn and run. It's something that's instilled in you. Or right here, another interesting line of sight, shooting through the truck instead of over it or under it or whatnot. And right here you get the first host migration. At this point, I think I'm 19-0. 3 people left. A couple of the noobs stayed around, but we picked up a clan of 3 shortly after the migration. So now I'm playing really, really cautious. I'm thinking, well, do I have the same connection? Am I going to have the same ease? You know, how many people left? I look at the scoreboard. Okay, so slim pickings right now. You know, and then the other ones join in. I need to figure out. I need to, you know, kind of gauge their skill level and see whether or not I can, you know, continue the same mentality. And I get my first MOAB, and I'm excited. I call it in. I'm, you know, running around. I'm making sure I'm not on their side of the map, but I should be ADSing around every corner still. I should be, you know, a little bit more aware. I see the guy on the minimap, can't save teammate in time. It makes me sad, but. And for some reason, I didn't do the 360. You know, when you get a MOAB, the rite of passage is like, okay, you got to do a 360, right? So I felt a little let down at myself that I didn't do it. And then right there, a triple was ruined by a Predator. But of course, my teammate was like, "You ruined my triple." It was funny. Guess you had to have been there. And right here, no, thinking of something else. Regardless, that grenade, you can't tell with the whole MOAB effect going on, but that left me with probably 1 HP. I was on top of that grenade. There was, the only thing that saved me was blast shield there. But it's not going to matter because I actually die somewhere soon before I have a chance to, you know, start my streak on my second MOAB, and I'll have to start fresh, beginning without any specialist. And right here, something you definitely want to do, run away from that. There's no chance. I had head glitches. There's 2 of them, but this guy plays aggressively. I had no idea he was coming, and he gets a headshot on me before I can drop shot and react, which is unfortunate. But you know, hey, if I'm gonna die, I'd rather die to that. I got outplayed. You know, I hate it when I beat somebody, I completely outplay them, and the game decides that it's not true. Whether it's, you know, the random chance of bullet spread, whether it's light compensation, or, you know, any of the random factors that make this thing inconsistent. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. All right, here, thought process is like, okay, where is this guy? He's not on the ground. He's not on the backside. Nikolai must have walked right past him, and then I see him hiding in the corner right there, and I take him out. But, you know, maybe if he'd been doing the YY with Assassin, I probably still would have shot him. Overall, though, like I said, there's a lot of skill and a ton of luck that goes into this. You got to get a feel for the game. You got to understand the spawns, and you just simply got to get lucky. I keep harping on the luck factor, and that's a lot of it. You know, when you play this game, you got to play with high energy. And earlier, I don't know if you realized it, but when I was down at CDOM, I shot through a little crack, and where I'm looking now in that back corner, there was a barrel that I put a bullet into, and it turns out that that turned into a ticking time bomb. It actually got me a kill. Just, you know, if you're not exposing yourself to any enemies, and, you know, if you don't mind showing up on the radar if you don't have a silencer, shooting barrels is actually a really effective tactic. And it's kind of hard to explain. It's like you got nothing to lose. Why not actually, you know, put a bullet into it? You might get something out of it. I don't know how many times I've set a car on fire and walked away, got in doubles, or, you know, especially on a map like Carbon, or I don't know, what's another good one? Hard Hat. It's just something you can do, and eventually you get a reward out of it for little or no risk, no downside to it. So, still just bouncing around all these different points. I'm getting overly aggressive. Want to run away from that third guy simply because, you know, he knows I'm coming. But at the same time, he's so slow to realize that I just killed 2 of his teammates behind him. He's still staring down this way. I don't know what his thought process was. Here I have recon, and I couldn't kill that guy he dropped in the last stand. Still just bouncing around their spawns. So I know that he's still up there on B, so I go around looking for him. Sit Rep Pro kind of helps with that. And now I'm up in their spawn, which is not smart. Trying to bait them out by taking their point. And I get really lucky that that guy can't shoot. They help with the drop shot. I get my second MOAB, which, oh man, it's beautiful. I never expected. I had no idea. It just never even occurred. And there's the 360. I had to make up for it. But game's running down to a close here. Everything else is downhill. I'm just, you know, running around, helping my teammates cap, and doing what I gotta do. Trying to preserve my KD. I'm probably around like 60-1 right now, or something absurd. Specialist, I didn't even use any kill streaks. But it's unfortunate because I am going to die real soon. As you can see here, I'm a little red, and this guy clips me when he's going for my teammate. I didn't get a chance to see the kill cam to see if he actually had some time on me or not. Game ends 64-2 double MOAB on the smallest map. Played against some pretty atrocious enemies with a crap ton of luck. Anyway, guys, my name is Crazy Penguin. You already know that. I don't know why I just said that. And I'll see you in the next video.